Wake Up with Jim and Saab is exclusively on Spotify.
If you want to start your own podcast, check out anchor.fm. And if you like the podcast, make sure to follow on Spotify.
Also, share your stories
And tag
us on at Wake Up with Jim and Saab on Instagram and at ano ba?
Di ko alam.
Anyway, ito na yung show.
Can I ask you to stay? But say I'm the only
Welcome to... I did that on purpose. Welcome to
Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast.
I wanted to see how much energy you actually put into this. Because it sounded like you were whispering, Jim.
That was mean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you feel betrayed? I'm sorry. Lika nga dito. Kiss better. Charot!
So, since before we're this is Jim and Saab, and this is a podcast where we
Answer letters from our letter senders.
what's the letter sender?
What?
What's the topic of the
The
Malibag?
topic is friends lang.
Okay. So before we go to the Malibag, I wanna introduce. I do miss. Ang dami ko kasing naipon na kwento. And hindi ko na ako kwento because hinihintay ko na mag-pod tayo. Okay?
Game.
And kaya nagkakaroon ng kwento is because life is semi going back to normal.
A little bit. And by that we mean we're not together 24/7.
And we're going out and we're experiencing new things. And I think one of the things that I loved about the early days of the pod was yun nga, si NKTI,
Si Aircon Man.
si Aircon Man, all these things that were happening outside of our bubble.
Alam mo, ano tayo, throwback tayo. Remember Pandesal Man? I don't hear his, honking.
Oo nga.
Yeah, listen to the Pandesal Man episode.
So anyway, so ang gusto ko sana is like a quick labo of the week.
Labo of the week.
Okay.
Okay, game.
So this week's labo of the week sponsored by FPH. No, I'm kidding. Sponsored by no one. Cubao Expo Admin.
Labo.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
The king of labo. Okay? So, we want to get a spot there for Linya Nina. Okay? We want to get a big spot. Okay? We want to get technically four units.
Yeah.
Diba? So, paano ba if you're in a commercial space, you want people to rent your spaces? Correct?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's
Ganun yun, diba?
it's the point of having a commercial.
Diba? That's why you
space.
have that. And that's why you rent it out. So when people want to rent something and put up something, you
Rent it out.
entertain
Yeah.
them and you rent it out.
Yes.
So, prior to us having our own office and all these things, dati pa to, years back, alam na namin na medyo malabo kasi we were already in talks with them. Our original Linya Linya office was supposed to be in Cubao X, but at that time, we couldn't afford it. And now, what we want to do is we want to make like a community hub and like cafe and all these things. So excited ako, diba? Punta ako dun. I go to the commercial center
Yeah.
to look for the person who wants to sell stuff, right? I am a buyer.
Yes.
There is a seller.
Yes.
So I get to the place and the security guard says, diyan ka muna. Ha? Okay, sure. Talking ko lang. Okay. Just, I was standing. Sabi niya, para kang para kang job applicant dito ha.
Did he say it like that?
I swear.
That's so
I'm not kidding.
strange.
And
Okay.
when oh, give me a sec.
Ay, kumakatok ba?
I'm not kidding. Ganun talaga. Ganun yung asta. Okay?
Okay.
So ako, okay. So, in comes this guy with a big Jesus is King shirt.
Okay.
Okay? And nakakatawa because the guard, yung katabi niya, may sign na absolutely no smoking, vaping. No vaping in Cubao X or something like that.
Okay.
And the guard was smoking a cigarette.
Oh, okay.
Tapos dumating si Jesus is King, the guy with the Jesus King shirt, and he says, ano yun? Parang with the look na parang,
Exasperation.
parang,
Okay.
ano ba?
Parang hassle.
Ganon.
Hassle,
like-
may gusto mag-rent out ng space.
So sabi ko, interested ako maging tenant niya. Hindi. Ganun siya. Not kidding. What?
Sorry. I was afraid na baka gamitin yung video tapos nakikita yung mga credit card mo.
So, sabi niya, hindi. Tenant. Kasi gusto ko mag-rent out ng space.
Yes.
Whatever. Tapos sabi niya, kami ang magkocontact sa'yo.
Labo! Okay.
Tapos sabi,
Don't call us. We'll call you.
Tapos sabi ko, sige, pero saan niya? Filapan mo na lang to.
Yeah. So parang, okay, gets. But I had to do this first, right?
Okay. Tapos parang, fill up the form, which is like the most basic things. Like,
what is this? Like,
name, address, and like name of company. That's it.
okay.
There's not even a nature of business. Gets ko pa kung ganun eh. Parang,
Reference,
gets ko naman na it's like, here, we only support
Yes.
fully local, whatever,
Yeah.
chorba.
Gets.
We want diversity
Like,
in
they
our
want
portfolio.
background
We want,
information.
we want to make sure that all our sellers are blah, 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 blah.
Share the same values.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Walang ganun. Name. Company name.
Name. First name.
So,
Last name.
I give the sheet, di ba? And then while I'm filling it up pala, the guard says to the guy with the Jesus shirt, he says, Ano to, no? Beer house to, no? Beer house? And then the guy says, Baka mukhang beer house.
What were you guys wearing?
Me?
Yeah. Your linya-linya shirts?
Pants and a linya-linya shirt. I think,
Strange.
I think ang mahalaga lumaban.
Okay.
Okay, so filling up the sheet. Then sabi niya,
Baka they were hoping
and
na it
again,
was a beer
apologies
house.
for being crass, but this is really what happened. Sabi niya, gusto ko talaga yung yung pupuntahan naman naman namin chicks.
Okay.
Mga chicks, tas mga na naka PK shorts. Tas ako,
The guard said, not Jesus is King.
not Jesus is King. No. In fairness naman to Jesus is King shirt. Okay. So, fill up the sheet and then, okay, give him the paper and then sabi niya, tatawang lang namin. With a talaga, asta. Tapos sabi ko, pero boss, kasi medyo malayo yung pinanggalingan ko. Pwede ko bang tingnan man lang ano ba yung available? Hindi namin pwedeng gawin yun. It's like you going like this is the exact this is the comparison, okay? You know how you're in a mall and then someone says, Ayala Land or whatever something, and then look at this property, prime property. And then you go to that whatever that flyer says, you get to the property and then they say, hindi natin pwede tingnan yung unit. Hindi namin ginagawa yun.
Parang punta ka linya-linya, tapos, pwede ba ng t-shirt? Sige, pwede pa tingnan ng designs? Hindi pwede.
Hindi pwede yun. So sabi ko, paano kaya ako makaka... And ako talaga, I'm really trying to keep my cool, diba? Na parang, hello? Am I the only one who's finding this business transaction extremely weird?
Mm-hmm.
So, I call up Ali, and then sabi ko, Ali, pwede ba, pahinga, parang, I think I need to name drop someone.
Okay.
You know? So I say, kilala ko si Blank. Siya yung nag-refer sa akin. Tapos bigla siyang, I swear, sige, tawagin ko si someone, another person. Okay? Let's call this person Mami. Okay? Let's say Mami. He says, tawagin ko si Mami, si Miss Mami. Okay? Yeah. Tapos, Renadyo. Miss Mami, may tenant, whatever. Radyo. Nothing. So ako, sabi niya, at sabi ni Jesus King sa niya, puntahan ko na lang. Okay. After 15 minutes of waiting outside, I was like, Chief, punta na lang muna ako dun ikot na lang muna ako. So punta ako sa restaurant, ordered some stuff. Another 15 minutes go by. Wala na talaga, pinuntahan ko yung guard. Sabi ko, Chief, sana si Mami?
Mm.
Niya. Walang cellphone yun. Sabi ko, wala siyang cellphone talaga. Hindi pwedeng tawagan. Wala siyang cellphone.
Okay.
Okay, sige. Paano ko kaya sila hanapin? Pwede ba ako pumunta dun sa admin
Like, is there an office?
office nyo? Tapos sabi niya, hindi pwede yun. Okay. So, I was walking. I was so desperate. I went to an actual restaurant. I went to 3 different stores. And each store, I would ask them. I went to the vinyl shop. I went to this other shop. And I said, Ma'am, tinatry ko kasi mag-rent ng space dito. Sino bang kausap nyo dito? Lahat sila. Si Mami. Ko, wala ba? May number ba kayo? Para lang, kasi sabi nila bababa daw siya. All 3 stores said, ano talaga yun eh, bigla lang siya darating.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Sabi ko, okay. So finally, I was in the restaurant, in my 3rd attempt, the waiter says, yan siya, yan si Mami. So nakita ko, she's walking fast.
So she was floating
She's floating.
above the ground.
So I run and I say, Miss Mami, ako po si
Dahil kay Jesus is King.
kasama niya.
Okay. Floating above her.
So sabi ko, sabi niya, sabi niya, kilala mo si yung
Si Name Drop.
si Name Drop. Kilala mo si Name Drop. Sige. Sabi ko, pwede ba Pwede bang tingnan ko lang, silipin ko man lang, makita ko lang yung space.
Just
Sabi niya,
if you're interested,
niya,
really.
di talaga pwede yun. Hindi namin ginagawa yun.
Ang labo.
Sabi ko, ma'am, kasi I see it. There are fucking stores that are closed. Sarado yung mga tindahan. Ayaw nyo ba? I'm gonna pay rent. I'm not saying na pwede ba ako makitira dito for free. I'm gonna pay you rent. And I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get lots of spaces. Strange. Tapos sabi niya, bigay mo na lang yung number, tawagan mo na, bigay mo na lang yung number mo, tatawagan na lang kita.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, sige, pero ma'am, actually, kinuha ko ng number mo ha. I've been trying to call you the past ilang days. So pinakita ko yung number. Sabi niya, tama naman yan. Sabi ko, tapos ako parang, I'm not gonna, di ako papayag. Sorry, di ako papayag. Sabi ko, pindot. Sabi ko,
Cannot be
subscriber cannot be reached. Sabi niya, napagbaliktad mo yung number.
Oh, it's so
So sabi ko, kasi ito rin yung nandun sa sheet. Alam mo yun? So,
baka she's trying to stay disconnected or something.
tas sabi niya, hindi. Sabi ko, ma'am, pwede yung ito rin yung number mo ha, sasagot ka naman, no? Niya, oo, in 2 days. Today is the 3rd day.
Bakit specifically in 2 days?
Yun nga sabi niya, 2 days daw. Ganun ka, I guess
Strange.
their process is so delicate.
But FYI, Jim, if you've forgotten, we've done this before, exactly the same. We left our number.
I know, exactly.
Years
Yun
ago.
nga.
So if you think they're gonna call back,
No, but the different,
you were sorely mistaken.
I texted and I called today.
Oh.
Wala.
So gumagana yung number.
Gumagana na. Pero hindi talaga sumasagot.
Bakit? Sino si Name Drop?
I don't know. I just kept name dropping it till forever. Even in my text.
That's so strange.
So if anyone knows, like,
It's a mystery.
weird.
You should have them on the podcast. What's your business strategy?
Hindi kami nagpo-promote.
Bawal po yun.
Bawal.
Hindi pwede.
Bawal kami mag-promote. Bawal kami mag-negosyo. Okay, Malibag.
That's so strange.
That is our labo of the week. So before we do the Malibag, let's take a break. Can you imagine what life would be like not having access to power all day, every day? Well, for a lot of rural communities in the Philippines, they actually don't have consistent access to power. But that's beginning to change now with newer technologies being introduced to solve lasting problems like these, like the country's first hybrid microgrid system that is powered by various sustainable and environmentally conscious technologies like solar panels, wind turbines, and combined heat and power generators.
Powered by Good, the FP Island Energy Corporation, a first Philippine holdings company, has come up with microgrid systems to supply 24/7 electricity and help improve the quality of life in rural communities such as the ones in Caramoan and Kinalasag, Camarines Sur. These are only the first few steps towards a decarbonized and regenerative future for Filipinos with First Philippine Holdings. Visit their website at fphc.com or check out their Facebook page to learn more. All right, let's get into it. This is from Miss Friendship. Hi, Jim and Sab. A little intro about me. I'm turning 30 and I haven't had any interest in romance for the past 12 years. Since I was a kid, I've always loved being a friend. I take great pride in how good of a friend I am. Effort kung effort. I love being a friend and just generally being there for my friends in any way I can. I help them fix their CVs for job apps. I drive them around when they're moving places, kahit 3+ return trips pa yan. I bring them home if late na and wala silang car, kahit we're hanging out at my place.
Manny, you could have just texted us.
I babysit for parent friends na walang yaya if they need time for a date. I always offer to pick friends up from the airport noong uso pang mag-travel. I don't mind being the designated driver most of the time. Friends know they can call me whenever they have a breakdown, kahit 2 a.m. pa yan, at marami pang iba. Wow. Recently, however, I've lost another friend to the request of a girlfriend. Hi. Masakit siya, syempre. Pero
Sorry,
anong-
is this a guy or a girl?
It's a girl.
A girl. Okay.
Pero anong gagawin ko kung di intindihin? It's happened 5 times already.
Sorry, I mean, I'm so
Yes.
sorry to cut you off.
Go.
So she lost another friend
Because of a girlfriend.
A girlfriend. Okay. Okay.
It's happened 5 times already, and this is the 6th. Although 2 of them did eventually rebuild a friendship with me, with their girlfriends in tow too. So yay! Got back to being friends with another one because they broke up, while the other 2 ended up getting married to those girlfriends, and I respect their decision to minimize their interactions with me because it's what would make their partners happy and at ease. It makes me super sad when this happens, and I feel it's not something I can openly be sad about because the end of a friendship isn't as publicly mourned over as the end of a romantic relationship. My question is, how do I make my friends' girlfriends like me from the get-go? I don't think they're threatened by me. I am the least threatening person in the world. Hindi ako yung tipong super ganda na pagseselosan immediately because of looks. But from previous feedback from the girlfriends I ended up being friends with, akala daw nila type ko yung jowa nila. Or, sa sobrang closeness namin, they'd rather question if I have ulterior motives versus trust their jowa na friends lang talaga kami. I guess this is where my background comes back into the picture. Hindi ko talaga sila type. I really, and honest to goodness, do not have any interest in anyone, let alone romantic relationships at all. Mahigit 1 dekada na, unless siguro kung kay Ali, charet.
Seryoso?
Yeah, it says here. I think this most recent one just really hurts because we've been friends since we were in elementary and sobrang parang kapatid ko na siya. And then suddenly, just because his girlfriend isn't comfortable with our friendship, wala na agad. I blame him for this too, of course. Why can't he make his girlfriend feel secure enough in their relationship? But minsan naiisip ko, baka ako yung may problema kasi this isn't the first time this has happened. I invest a lot of time and effort on my friends and I don't want to lose any more of them. What should I do? Silently mourning, Miss Friendship. Aww.
Wow, this is very interesting and
Can you be my friend?
does this really happen?
Yeah, this happens.
No, I mean, there's lots, parang may mga girls talaga or basically may mga friends na sila yung they lose the friends because lagi yung boyfriend or girlfriend will say parang I know this happens but not continuous and successive times. Kasi do you know anyone like that?
Hindi. Kasi ako niisip ko is, kung matagal mo ng friends itong mga to, kasi sabi niya parang 5 or 6 times, like kung matagal mo ng friends itong mga to, hindi naman nata siguro siya parang, okay, hindi ko na friend tong isa. I'll make a new friendship with a new guy. Like, that's weird. Is it weird? Or hindi naman?
Hindi naman ganun. Pero bakit laging, parang I wonder.
Hindi ko alam. I think it's in our society talaga kasi na hindi, parang no one will really believe that a girl and a guy can be just friends. it's that concept ingrained in us forever. I mean, honestly, diba, grade school tayo. If I was talking to a guy, everyone's kaagad, oh my God. If you were talking to a girl, everyone's, uy, pare, uy, may something. Like, ganun,
Yeah.
diba? It's like, there's no, kaya ako, I really liked it when I went to a co-ed school in high school. Because it was like, it wasn't weird. But especially kung nasa exclusive girls or boys school ka, it's really, parang, dun talaga nilalagay sa utak mo na,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's such a big deal that
Yeah.
you're talking to the opposite
Yeah.
sex.
Different species. Let's go. Prepare.
Yeah. So, parang, I think, is it just here in the Philippines na gano'n? Hindi no? Or, hindi, kasi
No,
States is more,
No, because we're a conservative
yeah,
country.
yan, that's one factor. So I think, I won't fault the girlfriends in this situation, like right away. I think, parang there's a whole movement against you as a best girlfriend. And I think best guy friends rin. Di ba?
Yeah. Okay. Siguro to try.
Have you ever had a best girlfriend?
Yeah. And then ikaw, lagi mo akong...
You didn't have a best girlfriend.
Meron, di ba? And then parang sobrang inaaway mo.
Sino yung best girlfriend mo?
No, hindi ko na siya best friend nung nag-date na tayo. Pero I remember, I said it one time na, yeah, parang one of my best friends yun.
Sino yun?
And then,
Sino? Narinig ka sa mic. Hindi, kasi, no, that's why, because it's like, one of your best friends, like, you never hang out with her.
no, before. Yun nga yung sinasabi
Before
ko.
me?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I said, hindi, nung sinabi ko nga sa'yo, sabi mo, best friend.
Because you never mentioned her to me. That's a thing, see? If you never mention it to your girlfriend, and biglang, best friend ko sige, what? That's a little like, how can you be best friends with someone that I've never met? Right?
Pero
Or like
ba-
I've never hung out with. I knew her from before. So it's for me, it's like, even when we were in college back then, it's like I didn't see you guys ever talking. So that's why it was like, best friend. That's weird. To me. 'Cause
Hindi.
I mean,
Hindi. O ganito.
Jim, naka-off yung mic, yung camera mo. Ayan, okay. Okay.
So, yun. I mean, I guess,
I've had best guy friends before.
mm,
And then it never worked out.
because
Because
na-in-love sila.
I don't want to say that.
Pero most, I mean,
Hindi, because yun nga, nagka-girlfriend. And then,
ayun
biglang,
nga. Ayun nga. Actually, kasi kunwari, now that you mentioned that, I remember na I was trying to be friends with you while I had a girlfriend.
oh yeah, so see, like, did you really want to be friends with me?
Painom nga niya.
Ewan ko, parang, ano ba to?
Pinasa, walang laman.
May laman naman eh. Inumin ko to.
So,
I'm drinking tea, by the way. How apt.
okay. Another thing. How come okay, maybe we can help her out with this, okay? What was it about my, let's take out the label best friend, okay? I had a friend.
Yeah. Ay, tama ka, Jim. Because the label best friend is just so threatening, I think. Especially kung bago pa lang kayo in a relationship. It's just, for me, what if you take away that label? Because like, I don't think it's necessary.
Actually, that's a good start.
Diba? Because if you really think like, oh my gosh, this guy is the best, you don't have to announce it to the world that, oh my gosh, he's my best friend, right? Like, what if you're just a friend, right? Like, hey, this is my friend. That's more non-threatening, right? Like, it's not your
Kung
fault.
mag-devil's advocate ako, bakit we've always said, hey, best friend, lagi naman kami ganun. What's the need to change? Why the need to change that?
Hindi, kung nga hindi, sabihin ka nga from the get-go lang sana. If you really wanna make a friendship, siguro, parang just like, don't put that pressure on that
Na best friends.
Oh,
Pero
parang
I think
best
people,
friend.
I think people like that. I mean, pero ako honestly, like, again, this is just me. I'm trying to imagine if that during my time of being single, I guess the only reason I would want to label like, uy, best friends tayo kasi parang para akin ka. Medyo ganun.
Toxic behavior. Sa akin ka, loyal ka sa akin ha.
Hindi, para if I, you know, if you wanna progress, I have my foot in the door.
So meron kang ulterior motive, gano'n.
But that's me.
So may ulterior motive ka dun sa best friend mo bago maging tayo.
Wala.
Ayun, wala na. Yung sinabi mo na eh.
No, I'm saying na parang
Wala na, sinabi mo na, ayan na, he can't get out of
I'm
this.
saying
So I was right in saying, ano yung best friend?
Teka. Teka. Yung best friend na yun naman, never naman kami like, hey, best friend. For me, personally, she was
For
like,
those listening to the podcast and not seeing this video, I am rolling my eyes.
I mean, for me,
No, I believe you.
gets
I
mo,
believe
nung
you.
time na yun, she was my,
I actually do believe you because that girl is like so sweet and I doubt there was anything
Yeah. Oh.
there. But anyway, just to prove a point nga na parang, see, if you hadn't said na parang, she's my best friend and as a girlfriend and as like, you know, being brought up in this toxic society na, and alam mo yun, bringing out all the insecurities of a young girl and wanting to always be the best and the parang the best, right? It's like ding 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 best friend, may best friend ka, 'di ba? Parang I wouldn't say parang huwag mo nang pansinin yung girlfriend insecure lang yan kasi it's like wala eh. Parang ang hirap ng kalaban mo kasi yung kalaban mo yung ano niya eh. Yung how we were brought up eh.
and yeah, that's true. That's true. And maybe one day when you, find yourself in a relationship, you might have those feelings of
Yeah.
insecurity, and you would appreciate it if the best friend would actually be accommodating to you. So I think that's a good tip. Okay. I'll throw it back to what happened. So I had a friend, and you didn't like.
Sino yun? Joke. Say. Sinong friend? Toxic. Friend? Na-joke lang. Ano?
So I had a friend, and you didn't like her.
Sino
Diba?
to? Sino? Ano? Sino? Anyway, I'll figure it out.
So, and you didn't like her because so,
Taka na nakakita pala dito. Okay na.
okay. So you didn't like her. And so my question is, para this by answering this, you could actually be helping si letter sender.
Okay, sige.
Now,
From the perspective of a girlfriend.
Yeah, what were the mistakes that even if she wasn't best friend, she was a friend na girl. Okay? What were her mistakes that led you to believe na and not like her?
Ang mahirap dito kasi, Jim, iba yung situation because I was your girlfriend first before you met this girl. So for me, it's like, wala naman kayong
Really?
kailangan i-save eh. Wala, hindi. Parang, kumbaga, ano ba to? Sino ba itong umi-eksena na parang ina-add ka sa parang bago lang kayo magkakilala tapos parang may ginawang private group and then parang it was just like kept asking you out and I thought it was disrespectful, right? Because it's like
Hindi, kaya
strange.
I'm asking you, like, what are the things that parang is that so parang come on,
So the question was, how do I get the girlfriends to like me from the get-go, right?
No.
That was her question.
Yes. Pero but I'm trying to reverse it. Like, what are the things that she should avoid based on these things? Because if these are the things you're saying na
Ang sa akin talaga, things you should avoid, just drop the best friend name.
Oh, yeah, we've established that. Number 2, you said she's asking you out. Isn't that normal? Is it normal for a friend of someone to say like, hey,
First of all, she's a new friend. She had no idea who you were. So we had been together for years, and then she asks you out. That's not fucking normal.
well, wait, to clarify.
Sa mga gym apologists dyan, pwede pa-back up naman.
Wait, to clarify.
Akin ka ha.
To
Loyal
cla-
kayo sa akin.
To clarify, hindi
Hindi
naman...
ikaw I mean, I
hindi-
was talking to the podcast.
To clarify, hindi naman... She never asked me out. It's like... So kaya you have to be specific, sabi. I'm trying
Huwag na nga natin pag-usapan. Trigger ako eh.
No. Kasi I think that would help. Like, what about
No,
asking out?
I'm saying it will not help because this is totally different. If you had a girlfriend before me,
And she would... Let's
say
she said,
it's-
Jim, coffee tayo.
let's say it's the other girl. Okay? That we were talking
Yes,
about
yes,
kanina.
yes.
If she had said that, ito pero strange to because she knew me rin eh. From, Pero kung, but if you, sige, let's say, you really had these like weekly dates. Kung nga ganon. I think, kung ako yung bago sa eksena,
You really imagine yourself.
I am really imagining myself. Kung ako
I say,
yung,
hey, Zab,
mag-lunch lang kami, mag-coffee
ganito.
kami. If that was really like your routine even before I met you, I would understand it.
what if, let's say, nagde-date na tayo after 6 months? I would do, hindi naman in the first 6 months, it's not like you're saying naman everything you're doing. You know, like, what if I was having these weekly dates with a friend?
And then you tell me na parang, actually, this is my weekly.
Yeah, for the past 6 months, or for the past year, I see this girl once a week.
Tapos hindi naman tayo.
Hindi, yun nga, tayo na nga, 6 months na.
And yun nga, I mean, like we weren't naman officially together when we were. I feel like it's strange because if we had been dating, you don't have to tell me everything, but I think you would have said something na parang, I'm meeting my friend for coffee.
Yeah,
you would have
yeah.
said something like that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like out of nowhere, there's this girl I've never heard of before that you have coffee with. Diba? Feeling ko, how would we be in a relationship if we weren't talking openly?
Gets.
Na parang why would you even think of keeping that a secret? Right?
Okay.
Because I would have been like, oh yeah, I'm just at the grocery.
So what should
Something like that.
letter sender do if she can't control the boyfriend and say,
Reach
hey,
out to the girlfriend. Why not?
really? So if a girl messaged you, hey Saab, kayo na pala ni Jim.
Tara, treat ko kayo. Tara, ano tayo? Drinks. Go. I would love that. Honestly, I'd be like, oh yeah, game.
Really?
Jim, I swear, that is so respectful. Promise.
Okay.
Na parang, oh my gosh, hey, I would love to treat you guys.
Mm.
And then totally like show that there's absolutely nothing that you actually, want to get to know this girl.
I think yung mahirap rin talaga dito is kasi kawari kami. Like even with my guy best friends, like I'm like, nah, dude. Like, alam mo yan, parang quiet. Like they're dating someone and then I don't approve. I'm like, So just imagine if, let's say for example, diba?
Meaning hindi ka naman girl, hindi ka nga
Hindi nga
girlfriend.
ako, I'm not even, there's no threat.
Uh-uh.
The girlfriend is not gonna be threatened of me, diba? Threatened by me, okay? So, just imagine, let's say, yun nga. Again, back to the whole conservative thing. Because it's a guy and a girl. And if a girl says like, si letter sender says, medyo hindi ko type, or has a certain vibe na parang, oh, she's not that funny, or, okay lang siya. Parang double yung mararamdaman ng dami ng configuration. Pero yung nung best friend and nung bagong girlfriend. Di ba na parang threat talaga to kasi, she's weird. When ganyan.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is there a reason, I mean, like, sige, let's say, going back to her letter, so parang 6 times na to, no? 6 times na siyang 5 time pala. And this is the 6th. This is where this most recent one really hurts because we've been friends since we were in elementary and sobrang parang kapatid ko na siya. Well, that's really sad. Lalo na ganun nakatagal yung nyo.
And then
foundation nyo.
natigil yan?
Natigil because nga of the girlfriend.
So I guess
Yeah.
So let's try to summarize. So number 1, if you can, maybe take out the label. Stop trying to force fit the best friend thing.
Yeah.
Because automatically may...
Ito rin yung insight ko dito ha. No matter if you're a girl or a guy, like Candy is my best friend. When I got married and I had kids, there's really a time in my life na hindi ko na siya ma-entertain as much. Diba? So, konting, kumbaga, understanding lang rin. Na parang, yeah, okay, fine. You're the best friend. let's say like you have this great history. But if he can't give you as much attention or whatever, parang intindihin mo na ibang life stage to eh. He could be spending the rest of his life with this woman and he wants to get to know her. And I'm sorry, but you have to take the backseat talaga.
Yeah.
And this is, as much as we want to, diba, ang dream naman talaga natin is like, to grow old and live with our best friends in like a house, diba? And all be single forever, right? I mean, parang that's a fantasy, but the reality of it is that, you know, people will couple up and magkakaroon sila ng sariling mundo. So, for me, if you are really okay with just being a friend, then okay, that's great. But ako, think of yourself lang talaga and what makes you happy. If it's really being of service to others, you can totally give that energy to people who are open to receiving it, diba? And are parang you're not expecting anything in return, maybe. Yeah. But if you really do want to keep these friendships, hindi mo kayang kalabanan yung girlfriend.
I think that's the one thing. I think that's the biggest tip. Kaibiganin mo. Try your best to, if you value your, it's really, it really depends on, how much you value your best friendship with this person. And if you really do value, then you try to exhaust all options. And what we're suggesting is, the best option would be try to establish a relationship with the new girlfriend because that person is a part of your best friend's life.
Pero hindi ka dapat ang sa akin is ayoko yung parang you have to answer to me kasi ako yung friend.
That's the thing though. I think to letter sender, hindi na natin to napag-usapan, pero I think you have to kulang yung letter mo, man. I think you have to let us know, like, ano ba, mataray ka? Baka naman ganon, baka nagjo-joke ka. Di ba? Baka that's your usual banter. Oy, best friend ako ha. Papasa ka sa akin or makamataray ka. Generally, something.
Maybe.
There are things that you have to look inward rin. Na what is it? Kasi tama rin siya and it's good that you're aware.
But yung history nga niya, two of the 6 were able to rebuild the friendship with her again and including their girlfriends.
So yun, maybe nga it would be really important na you reevaluate yourself and figure out. Kasi tama eh, if it's happened 6 times, there must be a reason. There must be something that there may be a vibe that you may be releasing or whatever.
Releasing.
Release
the vibe. Yeah. So I hope that helped.
Yeah. Do a follow up.
Tama naman.
This is interesting. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Kaya if you want to do a follow up, Malibag, how does she do it?
Naging side na ako ng best girlfriend. And then parang may ulterior motives pala yung guys.
Ikaw ang best girlfriend.
Nangyari naman talaga yun.
Laugh trip.
Jirits.
Laugh trip.
See? Tinan mo? Parang, bakit hindi ka makapaniwala?
Bakit ako hindi ka rin
Because wala kang best friends doon.
Bakit ikaw rin? Bakit ikaw? Di ba naging boyfriend mo yung mga yun?
Hindi. Wala nga akong I didn't have a best friend when we dated.
Hindi, pero di ba? Yung mga sinasabi mong best friend mo, naging boyfriend mo, di ba? Correct.
Toxic. Charot.
Bye.
So anyway, follow up, email us at malibag@jimandsab.com.
Bye.
Bye!